Hey everyone, I'm Chris from BrowserBook, and I wanted to give you a quick demo of our browser automation IDE. We built this for developers who want to more quickly and easily build web automations without the cost or reliability concerns of browser agents. And so what you're seeing here is the primary notebook interface where we've got a local browser that we're going to run our scripts against. We've got a Jupyter-style TypeScript environment where we can write and execute code in separate cells, as well as an assistant panel where we can use an LLM to generate new scripts. And we're using Playwright as the underlying automation framework here. So in this example, we're building a Hacker News Scraper. And so we can run this first cell and see that our inline browser navigates right to Hacker News. And now let's say we want to extract some data from the page. And all we need to do is explain to the assistant what we're looking for, and the AI will generate the code to pull it out. And what we're actually doing behind the scenes is providing a simplified version of the DOM, as well as a few built-in functions for the assistant so that it can accurately grab the data from the page, or in the case you want to click on things or type things into inputs, you can do that as well, depending on your use case. So we'll do that now. Perfect. So what we're seeing here is the assistant has generated two new cells, one to take a screenshot and one to loop through and grab all the data that we want out of the page. So first, we'll just run this to show you. We could pull screenshots out of the page and appear in the screenshots tab here. So that's working. We'll accept that one. And then for this one, we're going to use this add output built-in that we've added to pull the data out of the page and surface it here in the outputs tab. So we will run this. And here we're seeing, right, the name, author, and URL for each of the posts in the list. So for more complex automations, like automating healthcare workflows in an EMR, which is kind of where we got our start here, one of the things you'll need is authentication. So we built in secure authentication storage where you can define auth profiles and credentials are injected into the script at runtime. And this way you don't have to provide plain text passwords or secrets in the notebook, and the assistant will never have access. So once you have an auth profile set up, like I do here, the assistant can utilize it when it's writing its code. So we'll go to a new notebook for automating an EMR, and we'll use it to log into a client EMR so we can begin our automation workflow. And so, as you can see, that took like a few minutes. I sped it up a little bit, but we were in. And so the assistant, like I mentioned, has access to the methods that can pull the credentials out of your auth profile, but not the credentials themselves, which is very important. But this way, you don't have to dig through the selectors to figure out which button you click, and figure out how to input that with Playwright. The assistant handles it all, so you can automate very quickly. So that's just a quick overview of the editor. And one last thing I want to mention is that once you're happy with your automation, you can take a snapshot of the code and you can trigger these automations via API. So they'll show up here in your execution history. So you can go in and review the logs. You can look at the outputs, look at any screenshots that you took. And of course, you can watch the playback here. So I'll leave it there for today. Obviously, we'd love for you to try it out. It's available for download at browserbook.com for Mac users. And we're still early days, so we appreciate your feedback as we continue to improve the experience. Thank you.